bad, vulgar, mature, language, and more. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. I'm Solovar, and with me I have...
Little Blue.
So, Little Blue, it's been a while since we actually done this.
Commander, there's a message waiting at your private terminal.
We had some...
I believe it's from Admiral Anderson.
what do you call it, some arguments over what to do with the channel. I mean, Solovar is the boss of the channel, and he had some thoughts of what to do and what not to do, things he wanted to have happen, and after he decided what to do, he decided that it was time to go back and, well, do it. So we're doing it.
So apparently we had a message from Anderson. Unread messages.
Personally, I don't really... these messages, they're kind of like, you know, story-related stuff to immerse you in the whole thing that you are, you know, you are this character and
you're back from the dead.
Exactly. It's supposed to reinforce that you are who you are and things are happening the way they're supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Basically telling you that although technically gameplay-wise nothing has changed in case you did something else, but still there's a lot of changes because you get text telling you things are different.
Yeah.
I apologize if I sound a little critical right here, but we had a talk about the whole Mass Effect storyline and
Archangel, Professor, and the Veteran. Let's go for that.
Yeah, but we had like a little discussion about how the Mass Effect story had played out, and I was a little critical about it. But that's...
I can understand that. I haven't played the last game, but apparently people didn't like it very much.
No, but we'll get to that. I originally wanted to talk about the indoctrination theory, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm probably going to end up talking about why it's pointless to talk about it when we get that far, because as you're well aware, the DLCs pretty much shat all over the indoctrination theory. Well, at least in my opinion and a lot of other people's opinion.
Though the, what's it called, the DLC with, what's it called, the Citadel DLC looked quite good though.
Well, I'm not saying that DLCs were bad in any way. It's just that they never supported the indoctrination theory in any way, shape, or form. And in fact, you can argue the Leviathan DLC kind of negates it because it, well, I can't remember the details of it anymore. But it basically says that there are...
Question, what should I go for here?
How many points did you have? 3?
3.
Yeah, I would probably say the final charge that you can get for 3. That's usually the way I go, because it gives you, basically you can see down here that shield strength regenerated is the biggest deal. It gets you like almost full shield from 1 charge, and that's important, basically because what it does is you can fight normally, and then when you like weaken the enemy, you can basically go aggressive, and when you're about to lose all your shield, you can just get a new try by charging.
Yeah.
Usually knocking down the strongest enemy, then using shotgun at short range to kill everything else.
Yeah. So next up, what here with
I would
this thing?
I would probably say Cerberus officer. So let's look at that first. I can't remember it. You can't get the full thing anyway, so I don't think it's important. I would probably say get some in Warp and some in Cerberus Officer.
What levels you have to... what?
Get another level in Warp.
Oh, not loyal, it's a loyal ability.
Yeah, exactly. I would say get at least 1 more in Warp. 1 in Cerberus Officer, and then another 1 in Warp. Because if we're doing Morton's mission, she's going to be a beast with a triple warp like that.
Yeah.
And in
so
him...
Jacob. The good guy.
I never liked him actually. I always thought he was kind of boring.
To some point, I'm just thinking he's the generic black man they put in here to just have a black man.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there to be like... have all the races basically. I mean, we're not racist here at all. I mean, I have a thing for black chicks, but...
he was... Jacob was just put here to be the generic black man. He was not put in here to be an interesting black man character with something in him. It's
he
kind
seems
of sad.
he seems quite boring to me. That's why I don't like him. He doesn't appeal to me. But anyways.
Well, he seems like the standard soldier type.
Yeah, he seems very...
The loyal soldier type.
Yeah, exactly. And it's probably good to have that in there, but I think they could have done better. I think Garrus does sort of the same thing, but just does it better.
Except he seemed to me to always act like he's a white guy. Not that you actually can tell the difference, but there will always be this weird sort of pitch thing.
I don't know why, but I always kind of saw Garrus as Mexican. But that's just me. Well, I don't know.
Maybe all Turans are Mexicans.
It's because he's so... well, I see him as either Russian or Mexican. Actually, I should probably rephrase that. I see him as a communist. Because the Turians are basically like a bunch of hyper-organized, well, not organized, but hyper-militaristic, very disciplinized race.
Anyway, where did this guy go?
Probably incendiary ammo. Put as much as you can in it. Everything in it, basically, is what I would do.
Just burn stuff. Pull isn't any good?
The pull is fine, but there's no reason to really upgrade it, in my opinion. Not at this point, anyway.
This one?
It would be better.
You can grab a single rank in it.
Yeah, but I would. Let me just think. Because that's that. You have to technically get 2 levels. So you have to get 2 levels anyway. So yeah, you're right. Probably get 1 in Surplus Operative anyway, because you need no matter what you do, you will have to get 2 levels to fully upgrade to the final one anyways of incendiary ammo. The reason you want incendiary ammo at rank 4 is because you can turn it into group inferno ammo. Or incendiary ammo. It only turns into inferno if you get the inferno.
Yeah.
Which is like a more powerful incendiary ammo, but it only goes for the 1 character. Anyway, some story or whatever.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
When I'm ready?
We were going for Renegade, I believe, so
I'll talk to your
let's
boss
just
when I'm
stick
damn
down
well ready.
as much as possible.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Aria waiting.
Down options, of course, always
Afterlife
being
now.
the Renegade option. Now, for that Fargate guy, he's just some, as far as I remember, some side mission guy. He's not important for anything, because I don't remember him, and I remember usually anything important. Anyway, that's Saeed. He's actually quite nice to have around.
Old soldier type.
He's
Veteran.
like old veteran, probably why they call him the veteran.
You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
Go in Cerberus or just report to the Normandy?
I mean, if you want some more conversation with them, you can choose some of the ones on the left. If you just want to move on with the actual mission, then just go for one of the right ones.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
There's always a
I'm
catch.
assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago?
Quite like
He's the head of the
Saeed's,
Blue Sun.
mission.
Runs the whole organization.
Showcases him
Seems
as
he
quite
recently
the
captured an Elfel
badass,
Ashland
especially
refinery
if
on
you
Zoya and
catch
is
the
using
guy.
their workers for slave labor.
I always
The company
have the
wants it dealt
feeling
with.
Saeed has this sort of weird, crunchy-like face. When you look at his model, there's parts of his face when he talks that would normally move, but doesn't. As if all this sort of stuff that looks like it has happened to his face is very critical.
Yeah, it's like it's dead.
We'll get to it if
Half
we
of his
can.
face is
Our
like
mission
completely
takes
dead
priority.
without any real
I
feeling
know
to it.
you've got bigger fish
Yeah.
to fry. That's
And
why I'd
also
like to
see
get
all the
this other
scars.
thing
It
dealt
makes him
with
look
as soon as
pretty.
possible.
I don't know.
You mean like he's, well, you can basically tell he's a veteran.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot of bad things.
I better turn
His
this
right
thing
eye
in
is
before
dead.
it starts
He's
to
got a huge
stink.
scar.
I'll be locked and
Basically,
loaded
like
next
he
time they're ready
survived
to get some
something he
killing
shouldn't
done.
have survived.
Well, I used to be a mercenary like you, but then I took a hand grenade to the face.
Yes.
Arrow jokes. Should we go back and pick him up, or should we just go?
Let me just think for a second. I think. See, that's a good question. I mean, he's nice, but I think you can make do with these two.
Yeah, let's just go with these two. Should we go to the bar first, or?
I think you have to trigger the other two missions.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Yeah, these places.
Regardless, I can't actually
You
remember.
can talk with this guy, shall we?
Yeah, exactly. You can get up from the little renegade thing.
A dead man.
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
That was quick.
Yeah, tough guys like that are usually cowards.
Point the gun at him. More renegade. That's great. It's just great.
Now, if I remember correctly, once you're done with Arya, you can go to...
Look at a stripper again.
Well, it's technically yes, but I think it's like on... It's right outside the club. It's not there. It's up the stairs.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're just giving me time. Well, basically, well, if you want to take care of Morden's mission first, then it's kind of like a tricky one for vanguards, because there's a lot of enemies, and, well, there's a lot of Krogans, and Vanguard in early levels are kind of weak.
What? Okay, that looked weird.
So I was just mumbling. Technically, I was just mumbling to myself about, where to go to get the different missions. So
Yeah.
it wasn't relevant.
This should be good enough, right?
That's close enough.
Also, interesting facts. Arya apparently likes girls better than guys.
Okay, interesting.
That's one of the DLCs for Mass Effect 3.
Stand still.
Like help?
Yeah, why not?
Try it and you'll be scanning the inside of your colon.
I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk, you get scanned.
If you insist.
All you had to do was ask.
I don't ask.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
It's almost like asking, is our planet round? Or is it?
I am Omega.
In case somebody didn't notice, that's Trinity from the Matrix series, who plays Arya.
But you
Oh.
need more.
I didn't
Everyone
know.
needs more something, and they
No, I actually always kind of knew.
I'm the
I
boss,
just couldn't
CEO,
place it.
queen, if
Ah.
I realized it when I saw one of those
doesn't matter. Omega
those
has no titled ruler and
interviews with
only
voice actors.
one ruler.
Ah.
But here's what I find funny is the amount of effort they had put into
Don't fuck with Arya.
Arya being a badass here,
Yeah.
and then smiling because she gets hard on herself, or hard. Yeah,
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked
because she
around.
gets a hard on.
And on your
for
ship,
herself.
that would matter. Here, we entertain
But I think
my
they put a lot of
preferences.
effort into like pulling big names to like perform in the
So,
cast for the
What can I do for you?
in the story.
Should
And-
we just ask about...
Well, I think technically you can skip all of this if you want to, but if you want like a little bit of intel on Archangel and Morden, then you can do it.
I suppose?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
basically,
No.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my
It's-
list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel.
I'll let her finish.
That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble.
Basically, he.
Just tell me
this
how to
isn't
find him.
The
really
local
relevant,
recruits recruiting
except
anyone
again
with a
for
gun
the
to help them
immersion.
take down Archangel.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting.
You might
Just over
say
there.
that you want
I'm
to
sure
make
they'll
people
sign
feel
you.
like they're actually playing the game, but in my
I
opinion,
appreciate the help.
See if you still feel
it's
that way
kind
when
of hard
the
to
mercs
do
realize
with
you're here to help them.
RPGs, and this is very much an RPG.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find
The
him?
interesting bit
The
about
Salarian
Mass
doctor?
Effect is that it's actually a very quirky
Last
game.
I heard, he was trying to
Now,
help plague
there are
victims in
actually
the quarantine
ways
zone.
of
always liked
speedrunning
Morden.
the game,
He's
like
as
very
likely to
quickly.
heal you as he is to shoot
In
you.
Mass Effect 1 in particular,
How do
I
I
don't
get
actually
to
know
him?
much about
If you
speedrunning
really need
Mass
to
Effect
find
2,
him,
but in Mass Effect
take
1,
a
something I
shuttle to
didn't
the
mention
quarantine
back when we
zone.
did the game,
No
because it wasn't
guarantee
really
they'll let
relevant
you
because
in.
we weren't doing a speedrun,
Thanks for the
is
information.
that there's a lot of ways
Yes.
you can actually break
Just
the
try
game
not to bring
make
the
it go
plague
faster.
back with you.
What you basically do is you position yourself in certain spots, and then you, I believe you log out or something, or maybe quick load or something. I can't quite remember. Basically, what will happen is that you crouch and I think you load the spot or something. Then you will actually pop into the void, and then you can run around in the void. And that means that if you know the path, you can actually run to certain areas that will
Come on,
progress
let me
the
in.
story. And yeah, skip like all the boring parts, like playing the game.
I have a question. Should we get upgrades for armor, or should we just stick with this white?
Well, we originally picked that armor because it's actually good for Morden's mission. Because it's good for Vanguards in general.
Okay.
I've actually completely forgotten why it's good for Vanguards because it's been a while since we last did a video, but it just ups your stats in a way that's good for what you do as a Vanguard. Probably something to do with health, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Question is Morden first, or?
Well, he's right down there. Well, the mission's right there, so you might as well, since you're here, take it.
Yeah. Question was if we should round the shop and see if there's anything of value, or if we should just stick with this white thing.
Well, I think,
Honestly, I hate it because the helmet is always in the way.
but then again, our character is kind of ugly.
You have a point.
See, but yeah, I think there's no real reason not to go with this one because it's good for this
Plague
mission
is
at
pointless,
least.
human. There's a plague.
Later when
Told
we
you to
get
get
good
lost,
gear, we
lady.
can always
The plague
take,
has the whole zone quarantined.
take that.
Nobody
But
gets
right
in.
now, I think this
I'm
is
human,
our
you
best bet
ass.
for a Vanguard.
Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
Goodbye. Who do you work for? Or should we just say I'm going?
Yeah, I mean, let's get a move on, I suppose.
There's a Salarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
I'm going in.
Of course.
Take a good long look at me. Do I look like a looter?
No.
That's right. Now I'm going in. If I find looters, I'll kill them. Anybody gets in my way, I'll kill them too.
I'll call
I
the guards.
remember
They'll let
having
you
a
in some
talk
trouble.
Wait,
about
you're
this sort of
stalking me, but
attitude
not
with my
them?
father.
You son of a bitch.
You remember he
You don't
said
have a grenade
people who act
launcher,
that way
lady.
usually
Get
end
lost.
up living in some hole in the ground, scared out of their right
humans
mind
are
because
immune to the
everybody wants
plague.
them dead.
Well, not us. We're a Spectre.
Yeah.
Not that it matters much. We are technically dead too.
Right.
So if anyone takes up a record, they'd see we're already dead, so they can't kill us.
Yeah, but
Oh, we can actually switch to say eat now.
yeah, I think he's actually probably good to have on this mission if you have the Inferno Grenade. I would take Miranda and, well, Saeed, I guess. I mean, technically the fire ammo for Jacob is also good, but...
Concussive shot.
Oh
shotgun.
crap, I forgot Inferno Grenade.
I think we can go back and change.
You can restart the mission.
Whatever, we're gonna stick with these guys. I don't think what difficulty level did we pick?
I think it was Veteran, wasn't it?
I think I jumped forward.
Yeah, you did.
I can do this.
You want at least one more in concussive shot so you can get disruptor ammo, but it's not particularly useful in this mission. It's very good for Archangel's mission. I would probably say put everything in disruptor. Nah, wait, let me think.
No.
No, put everything in mercenary veteran. It's more useful right now. And that's all you can really get. So put one in disruptor ammo.
Just to have it.
Yeah.